Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101. Now, we usually do these earlier in the show when they happen, but we just got so excited to get back after a 3-day weekend. We didn't. So we can't move forward until we, like Guitar Center, came in and put all the mom and pops out of business. Mm-hmm. And now Guitar Center is kind of going down and some mom and pops. And we're lucky in Chicago because we have places like Chicago Music Exchange, like the best guitar store, drum store, bass store in the country, right at our feet. Mm-hmm. But not every city has that.
No, and Barnes & Noble's become the last line of defense for an Amazon universe, which is the last thing that I want. I like going into stores.
I love the smell of bookstores.
Yeah.
Oh, I like
Go in there and sniff the binds.
I do. I just like it. Like how it smells.
The funny thing is that people forget that Amazon started as just selling books online.
I know, and then Bezos realized that's dumb. Let me make money.
No one wants to read. I will tell you.
It's flooded already.
There was a Barnes & Noble at Webster Place in Lincoln
God,
Park.
Yes, I know. I used to live around the corner from that place.
And I used to go in there and just grab books and open them, but not read because there were so many beautiful women in that store. And I wanted people to think I read. So I'd open something like, Moby Dick.
Yeah, I bet.
Pervert.
Are you reading Moby Dick or are you just happy to see me?
Oh!
You stub your toe? What was that? You okay?
You sounded like a dog that got stepped on.
That's what I mean.
Sorry for that sound. I was trying to go, ow!
Was it better? Are you okay?
I was trying to do dice. Didn't work out. Here's Bane doing that. Oh.
He just sounds curious.
Oh, man.
Civil rights activist, Bane.
I know.
Now, here's a question. Which is better, Barnes & Noble's or Borders?
Oh.
I liked Barnes & Noble because I used to love the music area in Barnes & Noble.
Yeah.
And then the kids area was fun. There's a bunch of kids in it, which kind of ruined it, but I always wanted to sit in the tree.
Wait, it's the kids area, but kids being in it ruined it for
Why can't there
you?
be a tree in the adult area? That looks fun. I want to read at a perch.
Every other place is the adult area. The kids have their little place.
Why can't the register be the kids area? I got to pay for everything over here.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, but Barnes & Noble, Leonard sadly passed away. Report went out for him. And seems like a pretty good go-getter there. Pushed out Barnes & Noble, bought it out for $1 million, and then turned it into something amazing. But
can I ask a very real question about Barnes & Noble?
Yeah.
And this is not a gross show. We don't normally talk about bathroom stuff.
Okay, what are you doing?
But when you guys go into a bookstore, when you guys go into a Barnes & Noble, do you feel the overwhelming need to
buy
have
coffee?
to have to go to the bathroom as soon as you step into that store?
Huh. Never noticed it.
You guys don't have that?
No.
Oh, my God. Every time I go into a bookstore, the first thing I do, I don't look for books, I look for the bathroom. As soon as I step in there, and I'm not alone in this, I know people are with me, there's a scientific effect that books have on your brain that make you have to go to the bathroom.
Can I say on behalf of everybody, Case, please stop going to bookstores. Thank you.
Yeah. Not all heroes wear capes.
Don't attend.
Wow. I don't have that. Is that the smell, you think?
I don't know what it is. There's something in the human mind that when people go to bookstores, they have to go to the bathroom.
Is it the fear of learning?
They get so nervous.
Well, I don't know, but you just ruined stuff for me because now I think all these guys are going to the bathroom, and I know most guys aren't good at washing their hands, and then they're touching a bunch of books.
Oh, boy.
Get your hands all over Moby Dick. Smells like dick. Sucks.
What's the last book you read, actually? Anybody have a book they read?
The last book I read was the Will Smith autobiography.
Was this before or after the slap?
It was mid.
What?
I started and he slapped him.
No.
And then it sucked. What?
Was it written after the slap?
It was written before.
Really?
And it sucks because it's this motivational book about how he has his life together, and I'm feeling motivated. And then he obviously has a mental breakdown, and then the book became a lot less inspiring.
Yeah.
Because he's just talking about all these things he's worked through, And I'm like, well, obviously not all of it.
See, that's my problem with the Elon Musk documentary. Or not documentary, biography.
When did that come out?
Oh, like 5 years ago, Megan got it
You're
for...
still reading it?
And the problem is, he's awesome in the book.
Yeah.
And lately, he's not been so awesome with Twitter and ruining Twitter. And so I don't feel like finishing the book anymore because books just stay stagnant. That's the problem with books.
Yeah, that's the big issue. They can't update live chapters.
Yeah.
It would be,
Sorry, sent a text message.
Yeah, I need to read a book in text.
It's
saying
not
that
good.
this guy ruined Twitter now.
you want a chat room.
It's a garbage now.
No, I know because as he's talking, like he's got this whole thing about his dad when he was a kid. Was a lot of stuff about his dad, but he wanted him to build this brick wall, okay? Which seemed like way too. He was like a kid and he had to build this brick wall, but he actually only just did a few bricks a day. It took him like a year. And he talks about like that approach of life of like, at the end of the day, I built an entire brick wall. It's okay that it doesn't happen in a day or this or that. It's about like looking at your object for the day. I'm going to do these 5 things that's getting me towards my goal. And he has these really cool analogies throughout the whole book about like what brick this was for laying his life. And I'm like so inspired by this guy who's figured it all out. And then he physically assaults somebody.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, what brick was that? Not a good look.
Keep my wife's name out your mouth or this brick is going to your face.
I'm going to.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
All right, time for a fact that makes your brain go. Today, September 3rd, 2024, is the busiest day of the year for this. Kenzie thinks it's pumpkin buying, which sounds actually really realistic because I know people are totally all in on going earlier and earlier for every holiday. And why not Halloween? It's next one now. I don't know how many.
Well, it's more like, I mean, pumpkins don't have to be Halloween. It's also fall.
Fall-y, right?
Yeah, so we're entering into that season.
So take down all those Labor Day decorations.
Yeah,
where everybody
exactly.
had up. I guess that's just the American flag, baby. And then
Take it down. Okay.
And then Case thought it was traveling today, the busiest day for travel.
Everybody's on the roads.
Now, we verified, actually, that that's not the worst travel day of the year by other facts. Now, the pumpkin thing, it could be true, but it's not, Kenzie. I'm sorry.
No.
Today is the busiest day of the year for actual phone calls. So not texting, actually getting on your phone and calling people. Now, mainly this is because, as I kind of gave a little bit of a tease, everybody now is officially back at school, whether it's college, whether it's different suburbs and then the city, whatever. They had staggered kind of release, but now everybody's back at school. So adults, after they get done drinking all morning and going like, thank God those kids aren't around, that they start kind of catching up on to-do lists and they call businesses more than even people today than anything else.
Oh, so kind of like a checklist of
Yes.
like, I'm still trying to get my money back from Spirit Airlines. Okay, we'll call them today.
Yeah, you'll call. I'm going to call HP because my computer, I did an update and it locked me out for some reason.
Bastards.
Personal computer?
My personal computer at home. Yeah, what are you laughing at about that?
How do you get locked out of your personal computer?
I don't know.
It is kind of funny if you think about it.
I don't know. It just locked me out after an update. And I'm like, hello? So today I'm going to call because after like 15 days, Harper's back at daycare. So thank God I have some time to get on the phone with somebody and wait.
Is it that your computer is just like, thank God we figured that out, locked him out. We were
The
exhausted.
computer has feelings to
Yeah.
like stop this guy from pounding on me.
Ew.
Megan says it too. Casey, you going to call any businesses today?
I have to make a call. I have to call REI, the like hiking store. Yeah, I have to call REI. So
I honestly have no idea why you would have to call them.
Yeah, I'm curious.
So a while back, we had a wonderful, wonderful listener send us like a gift basket of stuff, and in that gift basket,
Before you continue,
Uh-huh.
I want to give him some props because I went to the beach last week. That was Eric the plumber.
okay, you ran into Eric the plumber at the beach.
No, Eric the plumber. When I complained on the air that slides suck,
Yeah.
he sent me Birkenstocks and sent you guys a gift card to REI as well to get what you want because Eric the plumber is a real one. Very unnecessary, but what a nice guy. I will say, Birkenstocks, pretty incredible because I hate sandals. I despise them, and they were great on the beach.
They worked good?
They worked good.
The little arch support?
The arch support, and they have the
Good.
strap on the front that keeps your foot on them
I
and the
know.
back.
Oh, I'm aware.
Kenzie, they have two straps.
I know. I see. I understand what's happening.
So that was
Way
Eric.
ahead of you.
That was Eric the plumber who sent those in without even asking, which that they're not cheap. I was really, humbled by that.
Yes, Eric the plumber, great guy, great gift, totally unnecessary, but great gift.
Why do you sound annoyed?
No, I don't. I'm not. I forgot I had this REI gift card. And then I saw a targeted ad over the weekend that said Labor Day sale at REI. And I thought, oh my God, I have this gift card in my wallet. And I went to scratch off the PIN number so that I could claim the gift card online.
Yeah.
But I wasn't paying attention to where I was scratching. So I not only scratched off the silver foil that was covering up the PIN number, I scratched off the last 4 numbers on the gift card.
Oh, it's terrifying.
And I can't read the gift card. And then my girlfriend was like, well, let me use makeup remover. Let me see if we can fix it that way. That just worked as whiteout. That only made it worse. So I can't claim this REI gift card. I have to call them and give them the PIN number to see if they'll put it on my account.
How hard were you scratching, you
Like hell.
psychopath?
It's
The number is like imprinted onto the card.
Oh.
What's wrong
Kenzie,
with you?
I did damage on this card.
What are you doing?
I was scratching like there was no tomorrow.
Like it was a mosquito bite?
Yeah.
Was it a scratch and sniff? What is your problem?
Yeah, I'm super bummed about it.
Oh, wow. Yeah, you got to get that because that's a hell of a good gift card.
I know. I want to buy new pants.
Well, the sale's over.
I know, but I've got the gift card. I'll still take advantage of it.
A lot of people do the Labor Day sales through the whole week, too, so you might be okay.
Very optimistic of you.
I got myself a jacket at Nordstrom Rack for $70, a puffy coat that's normally $200 yesterday.
A puffy coat.
I got my puffy coat.
Very nice.
Yep.
Then
Yep.
no duct tape on your winter coat anymore.
No, that's all gone. Boy, people saw me the last couple of years with that coat. I was holding on for dear life 7 years with that puffy coat.
They thought you were going through hard times.
Yeah.
I kept putting it places hoping you'd think it was lost.
Just trying to lose it.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q 101.
You can't defeat her. She's too powerful.
Clash with Kenzie.
Let the battle begin.
Q 101.
All right, first one of September. Let's go. And Clash with Kenzie, sponsored by the Schaumburg Boomers. Oh, hold on. Damn. First day back after a long weekend. There we go. Sponsored by the Schaumburg Boomers.
Feel the boom. I said it the first time, but my microphone wasn't on. Which it makes it super tricky.
Yep. For tickets, go to boomersbaseball.com. You don't know what we just did there, but I have this screen that goes back and forth with, like, hit the boom for a second, Case.
Okay.
That's usually by me. And I have to flip it to give it to Case because I ask the questions. Kenzie, of course, is competing. And then Case pushes the buttons right now.
Big button pusher.
That's what happens.
This is when he needs to step up once a day.
So, Josh, checking in. Do you understand how it's all working now, the station, how we work here in the show?
Yes, sir.
Josh, tell us something about yourself, bud.
Well, I could say my first big concert I ever went to was Jamboree.
Hell yeah.
Oh, that's fun.
Which year was that?
Dropped off there.
You got dropped off at Jamboree.
Got dropped off in Jamboree in 2001. I think I was in 7th grade.
So I'm trying to remember the lineup because I was there, of course. I was Sludge back then in the Sludge days, you know.
Sludgy.
Lincoln Park, I believe, was...
Lincoln Park.
Yes.
I was there in 01 and 02, so I get the lineups mixed up because I was little.
That's right.
Were you 3?
I was little.
Mom dropped me off, pushed the stroller out into the pit, and said, Mommy's going to go to the lawn. You have fun in the pit, son.
It's a play pit.
Case, what was the lineup for that 01 Jamboree?
Jamboree 2001. Let me rattle off a few here. Alien Ant Farm, Cold, Crazy Town, Disturbed, Fuel, Linkin Park, Lucky Boys Confusion, Papa Roach, Run DMC, Saliva, Stained, and more.
What a lineup, and rest in peace.
And more.
And more.
Yeah, we had like...
Does it say and more?
No, it's just they're...
You want to be done?
I just want to be done.
I was like, we're not teasing acts. Why can't you see all of them?
We had like 30 bands at Jamboree back in the day there on 3 different stages. And rest in peace, Crazy Town, with him passing away a month ago.
Rest in peace, Jam Master J.
Yeah.
You want to pour one out for anybody else? Chester
That's
Bennington.
a long list. You want to do all of them?
Isn't that weird? There's a lot of dead people in that show.
Oh, why? Why? That was an awesome lineup.
It was.
Why'd you have to bring your Sega clown in here?
Because I'm just getting emotional a little bit
You're
when
like,
I think
that's
about
what
it.
we'll never see again. Good Lord. It was a happy fact. He wants to play trivia. Now everyone's crying.
I know. I wore the baggiest sweatpants on stage for that one. That was still my baggy clothes phase.
You have Band-Aids on your face?
No, I didn't have Band-Aids.
Glad you dressed up for the occasion.
Yeah. Nice.
Baggy sweatpants, big baggy white shirt, backwards baseball hat. Oh, that was Sludge in his prime right there.
Okay.
Now I'm a
Good
dad.
stuff.
Now
All
I'm-
right.
All right.
Let's
He's
play some
also
trivia with
dead.
Josh.
Josh, you're still there. I'm sorry I'm reminiscing, man. You took me back, bro.
No, it's good to think about it.
It is. You 3-year-old at Jamboree. All right, here we go. First one to 5 wins. Listen carefully. If Kenzie gets one wrong, you can steal a point. She can do the same with you. Call heads or tails, Josh.
Tails.
That's heads.
Ooh.
Kenzie winning coin tosses. Kenzie's up first. Kenzie, first question. In the game of chess, which piece has the most freedom to move?
The queen.
Queen is right. Josh, whose sensei is a rat named Master Splinter?
The Ninja Turtles.
Ninja Turtles is right.
Forgot the word teenage. I don't know.
He shortened it to Ninja Turtles. Is there another group of Ninja Turtles out there that aren't teenage?
Well, I don't know. Should I look it up and just
No,
make sure?
I don't think there's the elderly Ninja Turtles. They're only teenagers.
They are
Well,
now.
These ones are mutant. These ones are mutant. That's not fair.
That's right. All right, 101 back to Kenzie.
Kenzie, what kind of fruit juice is used to mix a pina colada? What kind of fruit juice is in there?
Pineapple juice?
Pineapple juice is right. Back to Josh. Which iconic British rock band announced a 2025 reunion tour last week?
Ooh.
Oh. 3, 2.
Stones?
Who'd you say?
Rolling Stones?
Rolling Stones. That's not correct. Kenzie, which iconic British rock band announced a 2025 reunion tour last week?
Oasis.
Oasis did that. That's right. We'll talk about that a little bit more later.
You made me question things, though. What I miss?
Stones really never stopped.
I know.
It's insane.
They keep on going. I don't know how.
Take a break, guys.
Just relax.
And
You're the
everybody-
Rolling
They're rolling.
Stones.
Everybody thought Keith Richards would be dead, like 30 years ago. Dude just keeps smoking and doing heroin, allegedly.
And doing shows.
Yeah.
He's also doing
chemically
shows.
embalmed.
Yeah, he's a bone.
3-1 back to Kenzie.
Kenzie, an illicit establishment that sold alcoholic beverages in the Prohibition era was known as what?
Speakeasy.
Speakeasy is right. In fact, on a lot of Chicago bars, if you see that small side door that's painted a different color than the rest of the building, that's the door where they used to sneak booze in. There's a lot of those up in Lincoln Park and on the
Don't
south
open
side.
those doors, though.
No, don't open them now.
Don't do that.
Like a shot.
4-1 back to Josh.
Josh, another music question. Songs such as Creep and Karma Police are performed by what band?
Radiohead.
Radiohead. There you go. And Kenzie for the win now, sadly, Moy. Wolf.
Well, maybe not. Hold on.
Let's see what happens. Kenzie, which eye color is normally dominant in humans?
What is brown? Because there's a lot of them. Oh,
Brown is right. Mine were brown, now they're green for some reason. Pickled by Jägermeister, my eyes, or something like that.
cool. Your eyes turned green?
Yeah, over the years, they've gotten kind of like greenish.
Case, does he sound like Cousin Eddie when he's like, oh, kicked by a mule, and they go right back to being cross-eyed? Remember?
Who's Cousin Eddie?
Cousin
What?
Eddie from Christmas Vacation.
Oh, yes, he does.
I was going to punch you in the face if you didn't know who Cousin Eddie was.
Well, I know who Cousin Eddie is.
Yes, you're like him.
I was thinking Ed, Ed and Eddie, the Cartoon Network show.
No, also good. Plankton.
Yeah.
Esser's full. Can't say it, sadly.
I mean, you picked the one line from the show that you can't actually
Because it's
say.
the best line. Josh, I'm sorry, man, but thanks for playing. We appreciate you.
Oh, good. I appreciate the chance.
And appreciate the reminiscing down Jamboree Lane with Q101 old shows. I appreciate that. Now, listen, you can hang up, Josh. And coming up after Bad Omens, we'll give everybody a shot at the St. Vincent tickets. So they're free at the Metro and coming up here in 2.5 minutes.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101. That's Soundgarden there. I'll have something about that in a second because we're talking to you about the highlight of your weekend, 3-day weekend. And hopefully you guys got some time to non-labor yesterday. It'd be great.
Laborless.
Laborless. 312-591-8300. We have people checking in. Mitchell checked in. How did the weekend? We celebrated my niece's first birthday. Although she was technically only 360 days old at that point. Because there's 365. Or was there 366 in this year because it was a leap year?
It was a leap year.
A little early?
Yeah, so they're still early.
Yeah. They celebrated it, though, so,
Well, like a little early.
Yeah, it's okay, Mitchell.
That's not a big deal. I think that we may have. Did we celebrate at Harper's 1 year early last year or late?
Can't remember.
I think it was on the exact day.
Yeah.
No, it was not. Her party was not on the exact day.
I don't remember if her birthday was on a weekday or not last year. It was on a. I don't know if I should go back and do this right now.
No,
but,
I don't think it matters.
Do it. You're halfway there.
It was a Thursday, November 9th, so we probably did talk about it at least on the air.
But we celebrated.
The party was on a Saturday.
Yeah, was it the Saturday before or after?
So, Mitchell, just chill out. It's okay. You can celebrate a few days early.
It's fine.
It was my wife's birthday Sunday.
I know. I texted her.
Yeah, she did. She goes, a very nice text you said you got.
Yeah.
We went to RPM Seafood. I'd never been there before.
Did you get the tower?
We got the tower, but we didn't get the grand tower because that's $250.
Wussy.
We got it's called the Petite Tower or something.
You had the cheap ass tower.
Yeah, it was worth it. It was still delicious. It's expensive, obviously, there, but it was her birthday.
But the tower's so good.
It was all this, and really the view. All these years I've never been there, and it was a great spot. If again, it's expensive, but it's a nice restaurant to go do a thing at because you get the river view and all that.
It's one of my favorite views. If you're going to eat somewhere, that's one of my favorite.
I would say it is in Chicago. Since the
really
signature
cool.
room is gone now, top of the Hancock building. You got a highlight you want to share, Kenzie, of the weekend? Besides drinking yesterday with your friend that you shouldn't have done because you're hungover today?
You know what I had for the first time in a long time? I drank Southern Comfort yesterday.
Hell yes! Jeez, what are you, a junior in high school?
It was so good.
Oh, what'd you drink it with? Did you just do shots?
Well, the drink was called cream soda comfort. It was like a drink.
Yeah.
And they had it with like cream soda and a cherry.
I've never seen that.
It was amazing. I had a few. I had a few more than I initially intended. I'm like, I sucked that down like I was just drinking cream soda. It was a bad decision. And it was funny because I kept waking up last night and I'm like, I'm so thirsty. Why am I so thirsty? It's been so long since I've had liquor. I'm like, oh my God.
Because I drank half a liter of Southern Comfort through these coolers. That's why I'm thirsty.
I felt like SpongeBob when he was like, water. That's what I looked like.
I don't know if people noticed that too this weekend if you were drinking, that you, like I sound a little like nasally right now because the air's changed. And so it's less humid. There's no humidity in it. So it does dry you out more drinking. I woke up. I was snoring on the couch. I scared the crap out of Megan, falling asleep on the couch because I was hungover.
Oh, no.
And all that alcohol dries you out. And then the air's gotten dry. So you need those humidifiers to get going.
Yeah, it's not the 8 Southern Comforts I had. It's this damn air.
No, it's not. That's right. Fact. Never blame alcohol.
Obviously.
Ever.
Stupid air.
Casey, you had a highlight of the weekend at all?
Look, I had a lot of fun. I went mini golfing, which is always a blast.
Oh, that's nice.
But I'm a little hung up on this text from Luis from Hermosa Park on the text line, where he says he drove down to Tennessee to do a little bit of glamping, which I understand, and then he went ziplining by the Smoky Mountains.
Yeah.
Shouldn't you avoid mountains if you're ziplining? That seems really dangerous.
Well, no, you zip line down.
You zip line, and you zip line for the views of the mountains and in, but you're not zip lining into a mountain like Stevie Ray Vaughan did at Alpine Valley. Look at the helicopter.
But if I was going to zip line, I would choose a place that had no mountains nearby.
That's boring.
Yeah, it's just flat.
You can't zip line.
But is the thrill of the zip line the view or the flight downward?
Yeah, but if it's flat, there's no flight down. You got nothing. You got to go down something.
That's true.
Who's going to push you on the line if there's no hill?
Stupid. You want to do it in Alpine Valley? Good Lord, you can't do anything.
Out there at the Fords, they have that zip lining out there where we had the concert with the Revivalists. They have that's supposed to be the biggest zip lining track or whatever you want to call it in the country.
But I don't think there's any mountains by there other than the height of that. So that's a good place to zip line. I just worry that you would hit the broad side of the wrong mountain.
Jeez.
I went ziplining in the Wisconsin Dells.
Yeah.
And I injured myself horribly because just jump off this platform and it was a metal barrier and there was a little gate opening and you just jump and you'll just go through the gate opening and I'm like. And I go, what if I don't what if I miss? They're like, no, you'll make it. I rammed into the gate so hard.
Oh God.
Not fun. They also, where I was ziplining, put a fake cougar in the trees. So you make a turn and you just scream like a wussy. Like things are jumping out at you. So I was injured and then I thought a cougar is going to attack. Good Lord.
Well, it sounds like Luis had fun in the Smoky Mountains, one of the most beautiful scenery there in Tennessee, and did glamping, which, if you don't know what that is, I didn't know what that was until a few years ago. It's glamorous camping.
Yes, we know.
So,
Good Lord.
I think you were the last one to know that.
Because I've never been camping in my life.
Neither have I.
My dad,
You know
as a
what PB&J stands for, Chip?
peanut butter and Jägermeister with the J. Yeah, I'd never been camping because my dad grew up in the hood, and he's like, you don't go in the woods because it's.
Everyone's getting stabbed out there.
That's right.
Your dad thought people were getting stabbed everywhere.
Damn. Well, I want to do one more quick highlight before we move on. We're up against it here, but Pearl Jam Saturday night, I was at that show at Wrigley Field, was religious. It was one of the most incredible shows, and not just because of the songs they played in the set list and them sounding amazing, but Eddie Vedder was on one, man, about, he grew up here, of course, in Evanston, and just telling stories between the songs. It was literally like a MTV VH1 like Storytellers episode, and told all kinds of stories, and you could see how emotional he was getting as a tribute to Chicago. It was like a live postcard to Chicago without forcing it and just saying something like, hey, anybody got any deep dish out there? Hey. But I mean, he's so authentic of being a Chicagoan in Wrigley Field. And I'd never seen him at Wrigley because I got exiled out of Chicago radio when they started doing those shows 10 years ago. So I'd never seen him. It's been 6 years. I just want to play a little clip from my phone of Eddie Vedder talking about what Chicago means to Pearl Jam. It was their 26th show in Chicago.
Wow.
And I got cut off where he first started with the Metro. He went through everywhere that Pearl Jam has played and the relationship to Chicago. Let's see if this works. Come on, Eddie. Start talking. Crap. Okay, let me try it again.
Theater, that was Lollapalooza. Lollapalooza with Soundgarden.
He's talking about playing Lollapalooza with Soundgarden.
And then we were the last band to play Chicago Stadium in '94, I believe it was. Then the Regal Theater, then Soldier Field, and United Center, and Rosemont. Benefits of the House of Blues. The Vic. I played Chicago Theater and Auditorium Theater. Grand Park, Lollapalooza. But this is Wrigley Field. It takes the cake.
It was so awesome. I mean, I'm getting chills again. I was crying at one point.
You cried?
I was crying during that show.
Did you cry at your wedding?
I did.
Okay, good.
But that's because Megan was late. Didn't know what was going on.
You knew she had cold feet.
Yeah, I was like, she's not
I
going to
would
marry
be
me.
nervous too if I were you in that scenario.
She's not going to marry me. All right, here's Gil Curtis.
This is not headline news. Heinz has invented a robot that will dip your food, then feed it to you. Good for people whose hands are otherwise busy gaming, typing, or holding a 132-ounce Mountain Dew. A Wells Fargo employee in Arizona died in her cubicle and wasn't found until 4 days later. Wells Fargo excused it as that's usually how long it takes them to process something. Prince Harry reportedly wants to return to the fold of the royal family. He's tired of doing nothing in an unofficial capacity and wants to get back to doing nothing in an official capacity. And Patrick Mahomes says Taylor Swift is drawing up plays for the Kansas City Chiefs. In other words, she found another way to tell Travis Kelce what to do. This is not headline news.
Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.